right, next up we have Senator Gayle Goldin, who really needs no introduction, so here she is.
Thank you, and welcome to my district. I have the pleasure of representing this building too. So last night we had a little vigil up at the State House impromptu, and it was just incredible to gather with people there, and it's so wonderful to be with all of you here tonight. Last night I told this story. It's for those of you who don't know, this weekend is the Jewish holiday of Rosh Hashanah, and it is the beginning of the holiest period in the Jewish year. It's a time where we spend a week reflecting on repenting and reflecting on our values and thinking about how we can improve upon ourselves and making sure that we are fulfilling our belief in repairing the world. It's also when when God makes the decision when someone should live or die that year. And when I was a child, my grandfather told me that if you died in this week, right before the high holidays, that it was reserved for the holiest of people, because it meant God wanted you to live to your very last moment, breathe your very last breath before sealing the book of life. So I thought that was it is so meaningful for Jews across the world, and particularly in the U.S., to have lost Ruth Bader Ginsburg in this holy season, and yet incredibly fitting in my mind. Last night when I got home from the vigil, one of my friends had texted me a picture of a little piece of jewelry she had bought me on Etsy with a quote on it from Ruth Bader Ginsburg. And I had never seen the quote before, so I Googled it to see what the story was, because it was a little bit more unusual. And so this is what the story is. In 1993, when President Clinton nominated her to the Supreme Court, there was an event at a Rotary Club in New Jersey in which one of her law school classmates was inducting a bunch of people into the Rotary Club. I don't really know how that works in the Rotary Club, but there's some ceremony. And he said, "Oh, I was a classmate of Ruth Bader Ginsburg. We call her by her law school nickname, bitch." And she learned of this story because somebody who was in the room at the time sent her a letter and said, "This happened. I don't want to apologize to you. I spoke with the Rotary Club people. We don't agree with that sexist language, and we're never going to do it again." And she paused and said, "Better bitch than mouse." These next few weeks are going to be very difficult on all of us. It will be moments in which we feel despair and anger and rage, and we are going to keep on going. And we have to know that we're all in this together, because no matter what happens, even if we don't see the outcomes we want to see on the presidential in November, we will be together, a unified front. And so I want to say two things. One, everybody's eyes are certainly on the U.S. Senate, and they are most certainly on the president. But all of those decisions, as Jen was talking about the ACA, those are also all affected by who represents you in the State House in Rhode Island. And all those people are also on the ballot in November. So please ask questions and make sure you vote. And in the coming weeks, as things get really difficult, and maybe some people call you names because you are standing up for the things you believe in, know that you are in good company. Thank you.